Sacred Heart leading CCSU, and look at those guys. How about that? Danielle Marshall, the head coach, former teammates with number 13, Chris Smith, back in the day. Look at those two. Couple old friends, couple UConn greats.
I tell you, we got a lot in common. Three things. We played for UConn, great school. Drafted at Minnesota Timberwolves. We played together, and we shared the rings. 100 best players that ever played at UConn All-Century team. He's a great guy, great player. Glad to see he's on the CCSU bench as a leader. He played in the NBA, and most players that play this game, they want to play in the NBA or play at a high level. And when you have such a value on the bench, a person you can go and talk to and say, hey, how can I get there? How can I be better? What do I need to do to get where you are at? And when you have those type of players on your bench, I tell you, it's just a great thing.
There he is, of course, your teammate in college in the NBA, as you said. What do you think translates, the kind of player he was, now getting a head coaching job? He was an assistant at college and in the pros as well. What does he have? What kind of qualities does he have as a player that you think will transfer as a coach?
I tell you one thing I admired about Danielle Marshall. He came in as a freshman, and I was the leading scorer. I was scoring all the points, but when he came in, he threatened some of my scoring. He wanted the ball like I wanted the ball. And I tell you, that's leadership skills. He came in, he wasn't afraid, wasn't confrontational, but he knew he was confident in his play, and he could bring that confidence to CCSU and bring that type of leadership.
Well, much as he replaced the scoring of a UConn legend in you at the end of your career, in the beginning of his coaching career, as this three is missed by Kalen Cumberlander, and the putback is good for Eric Bowles. He will be replacing, and is replacing, a legend at CCSU and Howie Dickerman. 20 years the head coach at CCSU, won 3 NEC titles, 3 trips to the NCAA tournament, and of course was a longtime assistant for Jim Calhoun, heavily involved in recruiting both you and Danielle Marshall, as well as many of the other UConn greats. Buivats for 3. Good!
Great shot by Buivats. And I tell you, Howie Dickerman, talking about Howie Dickerman, he was a great coach. He was a leader out there with Jim Calhoun. He recruited me heavily. He knew I was getting ready to go to Syracuse, and he put a stop to that. And that's just Howie Dickerman. When he wants something, he gets it. And just a great guy, great character.
And led CCSU to 3 titles, including in 2007 when they beat Sacred Heart in New Britain. A game many Pioneer fans will not remember fondly. It was a tight one. Bowles' shot rattles out. The kick out. Buivats in the corner, looking to stay hot. Front rim. Robinson gets up to tip it to Lopez. Dumps underneath Quincy McKnight. Back on out. Buivats for 3. No good. Sean Montague off the bench. And man, that young man can get above the rim.
I tell you, Montague, he has prolific legs. When you watch him play, it seems like you're watching a pro athlete play because they play above the rim. And guess what? Montague plays above the rim. He's a great-looking freshman.
Robinson, no look to Lopez, who will go to the line. It's a beautiful feed from Chris Robinson, and that is the trademark of Sacred Heart basketball this year. First in the conference with 14.5 assists a game. Last game against St. Francis Brooklyn, 17 assists, 13 turnovers. That's a ratio for success.
And I never understood why guys like to touch the backboard. If he didn't hit the backboard, if they could replay that, he had a nice layup, but he hit the backboard, maybe have shaken the backboard a little bit and missed the shot. But leave the backboard alone. Let it go in. Get the end one. But I tell you, that was a great play. That was a great shot by Lopez. And it seems like he's limping on the sideline over there, Randy.
He hits both free throws. And it was Robinson's no look that got him the trip to the free throw line. Makes good on them both, and it's 24-16 Sacred Heart. A 7-2 run for the Pioneers. Their largest lead of the game at 8. Batiste into the corner. Nels penetrating and drawing contact. This one's going to be on Matisovic. Check it. That's Montague who is whistled for it. And the inbounds play from Bowles. That was inbounded behind the timeline, so no backcourt. Cumberlander out for Nels, no good. Montague flying for that rebound. Man, can he soar.
He just gives you positive minutes out there.
McKnight with a poor decision to kind of roll that ball over to Montague, or to Matisovic. Nels loves to shoot. He's going to feed the big man in the block, Harrison Kay, 6'11". That spins in for Kalen Cumberlander. Harrison Kay in the game, 6'11", from Covina Hills, California. True power forward at 240 pounds.
Right now, I like the patience. CCSU is playing a zone. Might want to get it in the middle of the court and then pass it back out for a three-point shot.
Matisovic setting the pick for McKnight. Buovac finds McKnight, 4 to shoot. Quincy's got to put it up. Drawing contact, he throws up a prayer that goes back iron. Bowles the rebound out near the free throw line. Nels kicks on out. Good ball movement here by CCSU. Maybe too much though. That goes out of the hands of Kay to Matisovic. Montague throws it up. Robinson to Montague. Back underneath for Matisovic, and the Pioneers turn it over. Stolen by Bowles over the top for the layup by Kalen Cumberlander.
That was a tough play. Chris Robinson tried to throw it up to Montague because he know he can sky. But Montague just didn't have his wits to go up and go get the ball. But you got to control the turnovers right now. You were up almost by 10 points. And
Robinson for 3. Your guy.
That's my guy. That's a great play. Put them up by 7. Chris Robinson for 3. He shoots the three-point shot very well. And he just gives you positive minutes when he's out there.
He's at 37% from downtown this year. This is going back to the Pioneers. The Pioneers often shooting again. 5 for 10 from three-point land. CCSU 0 for 5. Pioneers by 7, 6:24 to go in the first, and a timeout on the floor. Sacred Heart on top, 27-20 on CCSU.